Hey Sunshine, I'm Faith and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to tell you all about how I prepared to compete for the title of USA National Miss Florida. If you don't know, I actually ended up winning the title of USA National Miss Florida. I am so grateful and really looking forward to my year of reign. So I really hope that these tips will help all of you to prepare for your state or national competitions and to be the best title holders and competitors you can possibly be. If you want to know how I prepared to win my state title, go ahead and keep on watching. First and foremost, when I am preparing for literally any pageant competition, I make sure that I am already conducting myself as the title holder that I'm aiming to be. So when I was preparing for USA National Miss Florida, I was taking my time to write down what my goals for my year of reign were if I was to win UNM Florida, and I was making sure that I was already crossing them off. So some of them for me were related to community service goals, things that I wanted to do in my Crown Cares presentations, the way I wanted to advocate for mental health throughout my year of reign, and of course starting my YouTube channel. That was a really big goal of mine for representing my title and for helping more girls get involved in pageantry. So I made sure that when I was preparing for UNM Florida, I was prioritizing all of those things and I was acting and conducting myself as the title holder that I wanted to be, so that once I had the title, it was an easier transition. I was already working towards those goals. So not only does it make it really easy on you, but it also shows not just the judges, but your directors, your sister queens, everybody, that you are really serious about your commitment to this title. And it makes you feel literally so prepared going into competition. So I really recommend taking that route with your preparations. The second thing that I did to prepare for USA National Miss Florida is work with a coach. Now, I'm not saying that working with a coach is absolutely necessary to get a pageant title. I actually won many of my first titles without ever working with a coach, but I do think that it's very beneficial because while coaches can't direct you and say, oh, you're definitely gonna win, they don't know that. Nobody really knows the outcome or how things are gonna play out until you get to the competition, I promise you. But coaches are going to help you go in the right direction. They're going to help tweak and polish things just so that you can really shine and be the best version of yourself on stage. When I work with my coach, she really makes me feel extremely confident in myself and helps me to recognize the hard work that I've put into preparing for my title. And she just makes me feel like I'm ready. And that's what I would say to look for when you're picking a coach. Pick someone that makes you feel like you've got what it takes. Of course, coaches are there to give you constructive criticism and they're there to help you, but they're also there to build you up and to be your cheerleaders along the way. So if you are working with a coach and for some reason they don't make you feel super confident about yourself, then that's not a coach that you want to work with. I'm actually going to link a lot of the coaches that I've worked with in the description bar down below because I work with people who make me feel so confident and so just prepared and sure of myself. So I would really recommend working with them because they will make you feel so ready for your competition. It can be a huge game changer when you have a coach to just go over things with you and reassure you that you're on the right track. The third thing I did to prepare for my competition is to make sure that I was doing something every single day that brought me a little bit closer to my goals. So sometimes this was really small things. It was picking out some wardrobe. It was watching a YouTube video or watching over my old competitions and things that I had done in the past and kind of evaluating that. But sometimes it was full on practicing in my wardrobe or talking to myself and running interview questions while I was driving. Sometimes it was doing multiple appearances in a day. Whatever it was, I made sure that every single day I had something on my schedule that was bringing me closer to my goal of being USA National Miss Florida, because when I got to the state pageant, I wanted to feel completely sure of myself and completely prepared for the competition. This is a little tip that makes such a big difference, not just in pageantry, but for any of your goals, whether it's an educational goal, an exercise or nutrition goal, whatever it is, this is something that'll help you in every aspect of your life, not just when you're competing for a pageant title. When I was preparing for UNM Florida, one of the things that was really important to my preparation was making sure that I was not comparing myself to the other contestants. I was not stalking the girls on social media. I was not trying to figure out what their wardrobe would be or watching their walking patterns in rehearsal. I wasn't paying attention to any of that. I was paying attention to the things that make me feel beautiful, the unique accomplishments and attributes that I have that would make me a great title holder, and paying attention to the preparation that I was doing or needed to be doing to be ready for the title. When you are preparing for a pageant, it can be very, very easy to compare yourself to the other girls because yes, they're beautiful and they're accomplished and they would make great representatives, but that's the thing. All of you would make great representatives. That's why you're here, because you're passionate about this and you want to be a title holder and you know that you have qualities that would make you a good title holder. All of the other girls do too, and it's great to acknowledge that, and it's amazing when you can go into competition being completely content with yourself and your abilities and not have any sort of rivalry with the other contestants, because part of competing in pageants is that you're there to make friends. You're there to find your lifelong sisters. And if you are going in and you are comparing yourself to all of the other girls and you're jealous of them, you're not going to have a fun time and you're not going to walk away with all of the friends that you could have otherwise. The last thing I did when I was preparing for my competition was making sure that I was seriously passionate about everything that I was doing. So I made sure I was passionate about the organization itself. Obviously, I'm extremely dedicated to USA National Miss. If you've been following me on my other socials for a while, you know that I have literally been competing with UNM since December of 2017. It's a dream that I'm never giving up on. It's my favorite thing in the world, and it's been the most rewarding experience of my entire life. I get so emotional when I talk about it because it's very important to me. But I made sure first and foremost that I was really passionate about the system. Then I made sure that I was really passionate about my service and the work that I was doing in my community. And I also made sure that I was passionate about the things that I was bringing up in an interview or putting on my resume. You don't want to put anything on your resume that you don't want to talk about, because chances are that's what they'll ask you about. You want to make sure that you're in love with your wardrobe. You are super happy with your styling for that weekend. I mean, everything that you bring into that weekend, you want to make sure that you're totally content with it and really, really passionate about it, because when you are, that's totally going to shine through, not just to the judges, but to the directors and everyone else who is following you and supporting you on this journey. I know that's one of the things that makes the biggest difference with me and my success with USA National Miss is just that I think everybody can tell how much I care about this. I think everyone can tell that it is one of the biggest things that brings joy into my life. So when you find that system that does that for you, make sure you stick with it and let everybody know how passionate you are about it. It's a really amazing thing to have, and I think it's just one of the things that makes you shine when you're competing. Well guys, that is it for this video. Those are 5 of the things that I did to prepare for my journey to USA National Miss Florida. I take all of these things into consideration anytime that I'm competing for a pageant. I will definitely be taking them into consideration and following these same steps when I'm preparing for the national competition. And if you are interested in seeing some behind the scenes preparation, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I have a really exciting series coming called Road to USA National Miss that's going to show you some of the behind the scenes preparation that goes into getting ready for a national pageant. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to this channel for more pageant tips. I am so excited to be taking you guys on this journey to nationals with me and to share all of my pageant knowledge with you. Remember to radiate positivity today and always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.